My name is Hurd. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is July 18, 2023. It is 7:38 a.m. I already did my recording and edited already. It's rendering right now. So I have some time before I give up my computer. There were some tweets I didn't add to my list, so I was like, let me record them. It's just maybe 4 or 5 tweets. And if I get to edit them today, I'll edit them. Okay, so this is my back end. This is the new video for today. So let's go on Twitter before time is gonna fly. Okay, so there's this tweet here. I'm certain Meghan will never speak on the royals for the rest of life. Okay, for the rest of her life. But I'm also certain the British royal family, the media, and the fans will always speak about her for eternity. She truly is a queen. Okay, so there's Meghan during her wedding. Some comments. This was a couple days ago. Today's the 18th, so like 2 days ago, July 16th. Okay, I've heard rumors that she is indeed working on her own memoir and using Harry's ghostwriter. Can you imagine? Nobody knows about that. Okay, nobody knows about that. Okay, hope it's true. Who the hell knows these days? But if so, British media, royal family, and the UK derangers had better get themselves some serious medication. That depression will hit hard. Okay, sound like you're parodying a rumor by the deranged. Yeah, nobody knows what Meghan's gonna do. Okay, she is. That is why you're here. So that must be a hater. Someone that I black. Is that why you're here? Okay, so I black many of them, so I don't even need to see them. They had a queen on the throne for 70 years who they don't even talk about as much as Meghan. Whole segment dedicated to her. Every person with a mic adds a Meghan question. A queen indeed. Okay, not a word, and it's always but Meghan and Meghan. Alright, I don't know what to do with that information, so I don't know. So must be someone that I black. Okay, so I don't need to go into it. So let's go to the next tweet. I'm gonna go really quick on those tweets because I have to give it back. My husband told me he was gonna go to the office, then he changed his mind. Something changed in the office, so I had to do some recording for my other channel, the charity channel, because I need some videos for this weekend. I need to stack up. I really do need to stack up, so moment like this I don't have to be in a rush. Okay, this is the actual sign from the Montecito Farmers Market held on Friday. Whenever you see an article from the Daily Mail or any British media about Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, or their kids, know that the article more often than not is filled with lies. Okay, so there's the thing here. Montecito Farmers Market every Friday 8 through 11:15 a.m. And one of my recording, I remember I was talking about and respond to my neighborhood, my area. So there's at least, let me see, at least 4 places, 4 areas that I know that they usually have the farmers market. It's during season, like around this time. Okay, there's 4 of them. It's usually an open space where everybody walk. There is absolutely no way they will say there's no dogs because you're already walking in those areas. But however, if you're going inside or enclosure of some sort, maybe there might be some sort of a thing, but usually they are outside and open for everybody who's passing by. Okay, so there's that. Okay, the only thing true about that Daily Mail article is, quote, Meghan went to a farmer's market. After that, it's all a lot of bullcrap. Dog poo. Meghan was at the Montecito Farmers Market. The media posted a photo of a sign saying Santa Barbara Certified Farmer Market, which would be the city of Santa Barbara. Right? I mean, they purposely did that. put a different area, but not Montecito. But you have to read very carefully. All right, and then put one and one together. Meghan live in Montecito. Why would she be walking around Santa Barbara? Unless, I don't know, obviously people could go anywhere, but if you just put one and one together. So they do that, and at the same time, so they don't get sued. Are there people who still believe the tabloid wolves are journalists? I don't think so. Just getting the true characters of the people behind most of these lies is enough for any right-minded people to be aware that rubbish, not news. This is just proof that the media prefers print lies about Meghan, and the masses of people prefer to believe them without questioning. Yep, that's another thing. I go to farmers market every Friday, but I never see such sign. I did tell you on my video. I think they showed the sign, but I was like, I don't know. It's skeptical. Oh, I'm glad I see this, because I wanted to share it with you on my community, but I think I took the screenshot on my phone, but something happened. Either I forgot or I had to do something. Let's see. No dog allowed sign. While Meghan largely managed to fly under the radar during her trip to the market, she was friendly and smiled politely at the handful of locals who did recognize her, as her security kept a watchful eye. The large bodyguard kept a safe distance from the Duchess and minded her pooch while she looked up on the market. Is that I think that's from the, how do you call this? Probably from the tabloid thing. Okay. The couple owned two beagles, Guy, whom Meghan adopted while she was still acting in 2015, and Mama Mia, who they rescued from an animal testing center last summer. They also have a Labrador called Pula. Okay, Californians are built differently, and that includes their furry family members. Yep, that is true. Shame on the Daily Fair, always twisting the narrative, shamelessly trying to pervert the truth. We deserve better. I mean, people keep on clicking it, and we're talking about it. Look at me. That's why, if the squad don't take screenshot and for me to share with you, I don't know. Okay, so that's that. After this, that's it. Dan Wooten, yes, that Dan Wooten, write article for Mail Online, the online version of the Daily Mail, that tells you all that you need to know about the newspaper. And video one, by the way, make reference to the allegation that come about him from Byline. Okay, so this video that I'm talking in might come out before the other one, because this one is a short video. Okay, every Friday all year long, 8 through 11:15 year round. I don't think so, because they will not have all those things. Well, whatever's in season, I would guess. I don't know. So there's a link to the place here. I'm not gonna click on it. Next tweet. Okay, so I saw this. That's a TikTok video of Jamie Lee Curtis, who's defending Meghan. Okay, 100% Meghan Markle. All right, let's listen. 13 seconds only.
She is a fantastic talent. These people should shut the fuck up, back the fuck off, and let this woman just shine her light.
Okay, so that's that. Let's see some of the comments.
She is a fantastic...
Okay, Meghan Markle, grifter, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, there's that. I just need to black. I don't want to see these things. Right, wishing you mental health healing. Americans are not defending her. People who, again, let's just black. I don't need to read that. Okay, let's see here. There's this, and how odd. Those that most need to back the shit off are under investigation for all manners and disgusting behavior. It's almost like they spew on others to obstruct the bed and their own lives. Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis laying the smackdown, still awesome after all these years. Yep, that's true. America has nearly always welcomed actors from the UK with open arms, has even provided stardom to a few. That is true. We sent one American their way and they nearly lost their minds during all of this imbroglio. Not a peep in defense of Meghan from these actors. Where is the reciprocity? The other thing too, the US, as I don't know if anybody is paying attention, the US is under attack right now. This is a different type of war that's going on. They are attacking everything that makes American great. Definitely our politics is being under attack, and it's very sad some people are taking part of. The other thing that is being under attack, sports. Okay, all these things that makes American great. Sports, think of golf, for instance. In one of my videos on this channel, I discuss about the, what's the name, the Saudi kind of thing. Go watch it. I don't want to talk about it here. There's that. What was the other thing that is under attack? There were a couple of things. Just pay attention, people. Pay attention. All the fabric of our what makes America great is under attack, but thank God some people are seeing the light. And definitely our schooling system have been under attack for a very long time. One of the things that I've also seen that is happening here, because the people that did not want to be educated, black and brown, are being educated. So what are they doing? They're dismantling the infrastructure of our schooling even more. Now they're going after the universities and all of that. People need to pay attention. You might think you're destroying for one, but you're technically destroying it for yourself. And some of the things that I'm thinking of one thing, but I do not want to go into that, because I sort of compare some universities in the US compared to there was a school in UK where you went and did some sort of a speech or something. It seems like for some reason they sort of indoctrinating those people in those universities. When you see who was for January 6th, these are some people who went to big universities. Okay, let me stop. I could go on and on and on, but for a fact, I could honestly say at this instant, even though we do not hear well, then again, there's our young kids who's dying in school and all of that due to gun violence and all of this. The Republicans want this to continue. All right, so that's another aspect. It's very sad that our kids are affected by our own stupidity. Adults who don't want to do anything about that. But what I was gonna say, then the gun issue come into play, which sort of struck down my thing, is that I was gonna say it's not like the conventional war. There's shooting back and forth, but it is happening in our schooling system. It's just unfortunately it's the young one that's dying, which means when you look at things, when you keep on killing the young one, the old ones will be going eventually. So what are we gonna left with? So they're pretty much erasing the United States in some shape or form. I don't know if people are paying attention. Even though the fact that they're trying to, okay, there's another thing you could look at as well. They're killing our young black men. Meanwhile, the other side is mass producing. Okay, but in the end, in some shape or form, the universe need to be balanced. There are times you see. Okay, I think I should stop because let me stop. Never mind. Let me stop. Let me just read the tweet. Okay, America has nearly always welcomed actors from the UK with open arms, has even provided stardom to a few. And I spoke about one of these actually. I forgot her name. Is something Newton. She played with Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, and there was a time she said something and I couldn't believe it. And as a matter of fact, I used to think she is Asian, but she's half black and half white, I believe. I forgot which nationality, which African country either her mom, one of her parents came from. And I was like, my goodness, the foundation, how many black people left the situation for you to walk the red carpet and then to come here and then to spit at it in a way. I mean, she didn't, I forgot what she said. I completely, go on PYTE, go watch that video. I'll put the screenshot of my thumbnails for you. Okay, so yeah, we sent one American their way and they nearly lost their mind during all of the imbroglio not a peep in defense of Meghan from these actors. Whether reciprocity. What was it? Wasn't Meghan was the patron for the actor thing? What do they call this? For the acting thing? Whatever they have in the theater. I think it's theater. That's another thing. There's one comment under this. Okay, that's a good point. Many of them will have some familiarity with how Hollywood and TV studios function, might even know some of the people she worked with from other sets. They have great access to inside information anyways, so they have a better access to facts. It's one of the things many of the squads were screaming, including myself. And I was like, what happened to the UK? Nobody's speaking out. But a little bit at a time, I think it's hard for me to explain because I'm not them, but I could say for a fact now many of them are starting to speak out. Okay, but before I used to scream my heart out and say, what the hell is wrong with the UK? They're not speaking out. Nobody was talking. At least if there were, I didn't see it, but now I'm starting to see. Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis is exactly right. Love her, absolutely. Jamie Lee Curtis, and so I say all of us. This is why I like Jamie Lee Curtis and was not down on her Ask Her When. Thank you, James. There's that. There's this. Okay, bullseye. Couldn't have said it better. Love Jamie Lee Curtis. Love Jamie for this. That's on period. Yeah, okay, so everybody is giving her praise. Let's go to the next tweet. Oh my God, I'm already 16 minutes. Okay, I'm old enough to remember the Wimbledon official who disparaged Meghan when she went there with her friends, and also how they set her up for a press bashing, not to mention their treatment of the Williams over the years. Their racism should surprise no one. Okay, oh, things I have managed to forget, but our elephant memories won't let us. Remember when they said that she couldn't wear a hat in the royal box? It looks like they changed the rule last year for her husband's sister-in-law. But they all are baggage for God. Alright, are we talking about your mom? Who's that? Okay, I can't see this one, so the one they're responding to her. They didn't just disparage her, but they lied and told the Times that jeans aren't allowed in Wimbledon when they know exactly well that jeans are not allowed only if you sit in royal box, and there's no royal box in the court where Meghan attended. All they want is to make drama. Oh, baggage for God. Let's see here. I call BS on this argument since it seems pretty clear that Markle was solely there to watch her good friend play. Plus, Williams' match took place on court 1, where there is no royal box, hence no need to bother with dress protocol on the official Wimbledon site. The only fashion rule mentioned for the backs are, quote, dress is smart, suit, jacket, and tie, etc. Ladies are asked not to wear hats, as they tend to obscure the vision of those seated behind them. Alright, what happened when Meghan went to Wimbledon? How did they set her up for bashing? Sound unfair. Let me see this one. Stupidity. Alright, the Brits are OG of racism, originals of racism. I'm old enough to remember they're the one who create this nonsense worldwide. Okay, a lot of other countries take a hint from them. Okay, Hitler take a hint from him. Okay, I mean, it's crazy how the negativity tends to be more attractive to so many mind. My goodness, may God get into those people's mind, put a blockage, because right now it's getting worse. But we're making small little progress though. But it's just unfortunately we have to make so many backward steps before we can move forward. Alright, Comma will take care of those Meghan UK media bashers. Some are already reaping back the hate they saw. They all are baggage for God. Okay, it does not surprise me at all. Exactly. Yep, as much as I always love Wimbledon, the treatment of Meghan and Serena can be forgotten. Jojovic is really the one pulling in the crowd and spot the celebrity for TV reviewers. In video 1, I was listening to a video. I think it was Dan Wooten who said it. I didn't think it was about the Wimbledon, but they're claiming that was it Kate is there, is bringing all those people in or whatever, and I think it was like the final. Right? So usually people are more interested in the final and they're making it seem like it's her who was at the game, at the match, that bring in all the people. I was like, oh my God. And it's also just a propaganda kind of pieces to let people to make the UK think that, hey, their money is working for giving them the money, the royal family, the tax money. That way, you know, you think your money is going to something good. But couple videos prior, I read a tweet, I think it was Omid who shared that, where the how do you call this, tourism wasn't really going high at all. All right, so they didn't bring in as much tourism as they should have. All right, there's this. Did they not let her in? What happened? What is their article? Had no idea. There's that. Okay, exactly. They hate that Serena and Venus were just so brilliant, and the microaggression will have been there all along. They just boldly coming out with it now. A second Serena and Venus is something they will not let happen. Okay, I remember clearly a white woman who was a commentator at Wimbledon making fun of the beads and Serena and Venus braids. They never apologized for that. Wimbledon has always been racist. They all are baggage for God. Who is Meghan? You know, because you're coming here. Okay, what is she doing in Wimbledon anyway? Okay, so there's that. Black, you know very well. Okay, they don't like black people. Look at this year's post for the girls champion, including last year winner. Like this year's beautiful, talented, phenomenal winner doesn't deserve her own post. Oh, they didn't even, I didn't even watch it. Okay, I didn't even watch it because they no interest to me. I didn't even know they won. The last two Wimbledon girls single champions. Okay, I didn't even know. So let's retweet that first. Okay, she hardly black, is she? That's clutching a straw. Alright, so now they're trying to, whatever. Yes, the good old days when Meghan was welcome with open arms. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Eventually, God will make its way. It's, look at little at a time, people are saying it, because throughout the years, all these years, they were running under the radar doing their nonsense. Like I've always said, let me not go there. Next tweet. Having fame does not equate to having money or even being well paid. Just went to her TikTok. She talks about how they weren't even paid well up front. Cast members who were internationally famous still had to work second jobs to those residuals or even more disrespect. There's a guy, a fitness guy, who does acting. I haven't been following fitness that much. And he used to show us his residual. Sometimes there's a penny that they sent to him. People need to speak up, whatever the thing that's going on right now. How do they call it? The strike that needs to happen. And also, one thing that I've said in one of my response to some of the tweets is that there's really good writers. There are videographers that's out there who's probably looking for work, and there's actors who probably looking for work. Guess what? These three groups and probably others could put their heads together, create, make the writers' work come to life, put their heads together and create the thing, and then sell it. And don't wait for the big studios. And then make your deal, and however those contracts usually work. And then the groups who come together to make it happen have your own agreement. Alright, this kind of thing. I mean, it's easy for me to say, but when you look at Tyler Perry, he wasn't really welcome in Hollywood. Look what he did. Okay, and I think I made reference to that. They need to take a page from Tyler Perry and see how he came about. Okay, so let's listen. 56 seconds.
Piggybacking on that Orange is the New Black residual post, I remember a lot of comments back when I posted that were like, guys, they got paid up front. First of all, whether or not we got paid up front, that shit lives, my tits live on in perpetuity. I deserve to get paid for as many fucking streams as that shit gets. Second of all, we did not get paid very well, ever. And when I say did not get paid very well, you would die. People were bartenders still. People had their second job still. They were fucking famous as shit. like internationally famous, couldn't go outside but had to keep their second jobs because they couldn't afford to not. We couldn't afford cabs to set, you guys. Piggyback.
You know what just remind me? When Meghan used to say that when she's going to casting or something like that, her car door was broken and she was going out of her car from the back seat because her door was broken.
So your car that you used to drive to auditions was a very special car.
Yes, it had a life of its own. So I had this very, very old Ford Explorer Sport, and at a certain point, the key stopped working on the driver's side, so you couldn't get yourself in through the door. So after auditions, I would park at the back of the parking lot, and I would open the trunk and climb in, and then pull it shut behind me and crawl over all my seats to get out. That's how I would come to and fro.
So people, hey, they have to work really extra hard to make ends meet. Phew, let me read. Oh, that was it. Let me see. Let me go into that. Okay, what is that? I hope there's no comment here. Let's see here.
Oh my God, I'm about to be so rich.
Oh my goodness. So she's showing the amount?
What?
27.
God, I'm about to be so rich.
My God.
What?
$27.30. So she was piggyback on this. That's what this make reference to. Wow. They really, I mean, yeah, they have to go on strike. There she's showing the numbers here. Okay, 27 is mad. From one of their original most popular show that drew people to Netflix in the first place, and she was main character and most of the episodes she appeared in. Wow. Okay, maybe I don't want to be an actor. I mean, I don't know. There are people in the comments who were extra on the show explaining how they saw her, and other main cast members from the show taking the same shuttle bus as them. It was really sick stuff because I know the show made millions. I don't know, maybe us people who knows about this kind of thing should not spend our money. Said, okay, if you're not paying the actors, why do we have to watch your thing? And then what they doing with their money is, you know, those Epstein kind of thing. So they're making millions off of those actors, and then to show off they have millions, but meanwhile on the back of those actors, you see what's going on. Okay, bad residual from streaming, not unexpected, but getting paid poorly upfront is purely shady. And then I guess her negotiation needs to be a bit better with their lawyers and whatever. And she did nude scenes, only fangirls making more. That should put it into perspective. Alright, so there's the strike that's going on here. I wasn't, not that I wasn't planning. I have bookmarked a couple other things, but I just never got to them. Okay, remember, my channel is about Harry and Meghan. So now, since this is here, let me share it with you. SAG LA Vice President Michelle Hurd explained that, quote, you know those actors, when you go, oh, there's that guy from that show, you don't necessarily know their names. Those actors are working class actors who are literally working paycheck to paycheck. So there it is, they're telling you. The other thing too, okay, so remember earlier in this video, I was saying America is under attack. This was the other one that I failed to bring. Even that, when you look at the Epstein thing, if I search who was an Epstein black book, let me do it, okay? Who was an Epstein black book? Okay, there's this one version of the book, a 92-page collection of type contact compiled by Maxwell and Epstein, was leaked by Gawker in 2015 and include names and phone numbers of more than 1,000 celebrities, politicians, titans of business, including Prince Andrew, Alec Baldwin, Tony Blair, and Michael Bloomberg. Okay, 1,000 celebrities and politician, business tycoon. Okay, this is another way they're getting back at them. They probably have them in some compromised position, and now they unleash their weapon now. They're saying, if you don't do this, this is gonna happen. If you don't do that, this is gonna happen. So what happened into the Epstein Island? Let's look it up again. What was happening in Epstein's Island? Let's see. Among the famous names reportedly hosted by Epstein were theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, Nobel laureate Lawrence, okay, that's not what I'm looking, Victoria's Secret magnate, Naomi Campbell. I'm surprised her name don't come more. Former Tony Blair, Okay, who owned Epstein Island? Okay, what was, this is not what I'm looking for. What happened? Let's say, what happened? Let's see if I make it this way. Okay, let's see here. The Virgin Island Attorney General's office makes similar claims, saying between 2001 and 2019, the Epstein enterprise transported, there it is, this is what I was looking for, underage, this is it, underage girls and young women to the Virgin Island, who were then taken via helicopter or private vessels to Little St. James, where they were deceptively subjected to sexual servitude. Okay, this is what they took them over there, do this kind of thing. Probably, I'm putting one and one together, get them in compromised position, situation with young underage. They know this is illegal. Okay, just look at what happened to Andrew and all of that. So this is the thing they use against them. If you don't destroy America, we're gonna release this kind of thing. This is how I put one and one together. All right, so now let's get back to this. And then those actors are being punished by these people, because probably, in my humble opinion, they don't want their dirty secret to be released, so they have to go that way. All right, so let's listen.
All your favorite things that you've been watching for years, and you know those actors that you go, oh, there's that guy on that show. You may not necessarily know their names. You may see me on a show, you may not know my name, but you've seen me on a lot of things. Those actors are working class actors. We're literally working paycheck to paycheck. It takes $26,000 to qualify for your life health insurance for SAG-AFTRA. A guest star on a show, producers will do top of show. This is a verbiage that they created. It's not in our contracts, it's what they created. So they're not going to budge above whatever their top of show is. Top of show generally could be anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 or $8,000 an episode. Maybe that sounds great. So say I cobble together 2 or 3 guest stars during this a year. People, our audiences sees me on 3 or 4 different shows, and they're like, wow, that actress is working, she's doing all this stuff. I still, by doing that with Top of Show, I have still not qualified for my health insurance. We literally are going paycheck to paycheck. Back in the day, we used to have quotes that once you've been working for a certain amount of time, you're working really hard to get your quote up, to get your salary up. They decided to get rid of that, so they no longer acknowledge or respect that. This industry is one of the few industries that seniority, that being in this industry for a long time, that gathering up an amazing resume doesn't mean anything to them. They literally, yes, there is some very wealthy actors, absolutely. There's 160,000 members in our union, 160,000. 1% are the top grossers, 1%. And of that, maybe 2% are the ones that literally support and uplift our union and keep the insurance going. Everybody else is below the line. People don't realize that SAG-AFTRA is not just actors. We're broadcasters, we're stunt coordinators, stunt workers, we're dancers and singers and voiceover artists. There's a huge umbrella that we encompass. And 98% of those people are below the line, are struggling to make a living in an industry that we all know is making billions. I think about this all the time. We talk about this in our caucuses. Back in the day, we used to talk about millions. Everybody wanted to make millions, and oh, wouldn't that be amazing? These people are making billions, and yet they don't have money to give us just a scooch more to contribute to our pension and health, to allow us to qualify for our health insurance. We have actors that you all will recognize. You will know us from that guy on that show that have been lost their insurance, don't no longer qualify, and are hustling just to get a day on a job to just pay their rent, not even their insurance, their rent. This is a serious, crucial moment. It's a you know, this sounds hyperbolic or whatever, but it is a life or death situation, because we're talking about, you know, taking care of our families, taking care of our loved ones, if, you know, our parents, if they're getting older. You know, you always, as a child, you want to be able to contribute. Should I be at this age still asking my parents for money? No, I should be taking care of my parents. It's painful.
Wow, she explained it very well. The other day, I think it was yesterday actually, someone in my comment section, what video was it where I mentioned, oh, I think I share something about doctors, NHS in the UK, who's making, I think, £14 per hour in the UK. And I didn't really say much on the post. I just said, wow, this, or something like that. And then this person responded and said, you should be worrying about your health insurance or health care in the UK, I mean, in the US. I'm like, my goodness. I mean, and then the conversation went on the difference between health insurance and health care. And I think I responded, I said I have health insurance. And then the comment responded back again and said, there's a difference between health care and health insurance. I say, yeah, there is a difference. Without health insurance, you cannot get the health care in the US. And I've been warning in many of my videos that hoping the UK don't follow the system of the United States. It's not perfect, but the healthcare is there, but they're preventing people from getting access to it, similar to what this lady was saying here. What we want to do is make it for everybody. Okay, what the UK has now, but make it better. All right, so when it comes to things like that, I mean, I understand people who have disagreement, but when it comes like that to things like this, people should support those who are the foundation, who's making the system work. Okay, it's not to bash on anybody. It's better to correct. Okay, let's say I say something about the NHS in the same breath where I was trying to put it in a positive vibe. Maybe I've misunderstood something. It's better to correct me than come and bash me, tell me to mind my own business. Maybe there's some people in the UK who's working paycheck to paycheck, don't have time to pay attention to those kind of things, and maybe while they're working they listen to my podcast and I happen to say it. But guess what, if the UK would have mind its own business, okay, this is where I come in. If they had mind their own business, leave Meghan be. Okay, if they cannot say anything nice, don't say it at all. Instead they go on the hate bandwagon every day bashing on her. Guess what, you will not see a damn thing about me. I will not be talking about the UK. But since they raised my radar bashing on Meghan, and then I'm seeing all those nonsense that's going in the UK, I have to highlight it. And I even talk about the nonsense that's going in the US as well. It's not like I'm saying, oh, my country is better than yours. No, we all are in the same boat. We just want things to be better. I remember in the, I would say, late 80s, early 90s, I remember used to watch some videos, probably in the news. People in Italy, people in the European Union or whatever, places where a lot of Americans used to go on vacation. Those people used to be so welcoming, they can't wait for Americans to come. You know why? Because Americans came and spend money. But now, for some reason, someone find this was unacceptable. They reverse that, where people cannot have extra to go spend money. Everybody's struggling now. Okay, this is not to say, but anyway, that's it. Let me read some of the comment here. Okay, I just read the thing at the bottom. As I was turning, he got shot. But anyway, let's focus on this. We highly recommended, well, I guess thank God you survived because you're here to type the thing. Okay, we highly recommend giving this full video a watch, as Hurd brilliantly explained why the payment process for actors needs to change, plus why those actors you may recognize and see on multiple shows aren't paid as much as you think. In America, actors are better paid than teachers and require much less preparation. Have you ever... you're not there. They're telling you their problem. If it was that good, they would not be doing that. Okay, in America, actors are better paid than teachers and require much less preparation. Have you ever seen a teacher with a private jet and a mansion in Beverly Hills? And this is what this lady was saying. There are 1%. Okay, let's say for instance, maybe Tom Cruise. Okay, who else? Top actors. I don't know. I can't think of any name right now. They have their own private jet and all of that. 1%, she said, not all. Okay, it doesn't take 1% to make a movie. It takes a whole bunch of people to make the movie successful. My goodness, this is the simple thing that people cannot grasp. Tell me you didn't watch the video, know what's going on, without telling me you didn't watch the video, know what's going on. Only about 2% of actors make a living wage. That's the thing I was saying. The ones you are talking about are a fraction of that 2%. What do CEO and school superintendent makes? Okay, there's that, there's this. Let's see. I feel like if studios are going to be able to afford to pay actors like Hurd more, they're going to have to start paying the big names actors less. 90% of any major Hollywood film's budget always goes to the actors, but it goes to only a handful of ridiculously overpaid actors. I mean, if you watch the Johnny Depp thing, there was some stuff that were talking about this as well. I can't remember on top of my head. All right. I mean, if they didn't try to live such luxurious life, I'm sure they'd be fine. Not that they're not entitled to that, but don't cry because you make 6 times my salary. This is not the thing. It's not all of them, she's saying. It's not all of them. Some of them can't even pay their rent. You hear some of them have to do waitress and all of that to keep up with their thing. I mean, some people go deaf ears on this. Alright, so saga after and DJ strike. Addressing this complex issue requires careful dialogue and negotiation between all parties involved. Here's a possible approach. So that's her here. Oh, okay. One of the greatest feeling is finding out the actress you play, a television character you really admire for bravery and just as brave and strong in real life. Wow. So that's her. Okay. So that's the one that was talking in the thing. Okay. I'm the opposite. I really hate her character, but since the strike, I've been such a huge fan of her over this that my admiration has completely shot to the roof. Okay, this is the first time I don't know her. I mean, lately I haven't been watching much TV anyway. So yeah, and I think she explained it very well. Okay, so that's that. Let me move on. I only had 5 straight. I'm almost an hour. Alright, so that's her here. Yeah, and I knew her from Charm. Not her name though. Okay, again, there's a lot of, I don't watch a lot of TV, so there she is here. Well said, Shepherd. Okay, anybody putting her picture again? Okay, there's her here. You're here for my job. Mother will warn you since SVU days. Wow, she's doing things. Okay, these are the little things put together to make, the money, the bills. If people have big heads and say, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, then you're stuck with things. And now there's after seeing this, Kia, who played that dance movie in the 80s? Oh my God. I'll put his picture on the thing. I'm seeing his face. Both of them, the wife and husband, they do very well. And there's one video I was watching. Well, they this age, I think they're like 60 now. Kevin Bacon. That's it. Kevin Bacon and his wife, they were talking about, you know, when they were doing acting and stuff. I mean, they still do acting, how they weren't able to pay the bills, how they used to couch surfing and all of that. And once they got their first baby, and they have to do things that, you know, before they will just pass on. I saw it on YouTube not too long ago, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was watching that video. Okay, Kevin Bacon and Kia. Oh my God. Well, okay, I'm surprised I even remember the Kevin because all right, so let's go to my last tweet. All right, there's this here. Oh my God, lately I've been seeing a lot of animal. Cat is living his dream. Look at this. Oh my goodness, the munching on his ear is like, yeah, go ahead. Damn. Look at that one. Oh my God. Oh, what the hell is this? And then they gave me milk. Wow. Is this for real? Okay, there's more. Bro took the chance. Okay, I don't know what's this. What is that? Okay, there's that. From the back. Bro almost let that and straighted the when. All right, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. What should we do prayer for? Prayer for let's say for support. Let's do support for the actors and stuff like that. For support. I mean, when you see these people all going through some hardship, it's not to add to their pain. If they're complaining and they're protesting, that means things is getting really bad. And then for us to get our distraction when with the whatever mood we are in, we always, what do? We turn on the TV. To do what? To watch a movie of any one of them. So we have to do the best that we can to support them. Okay, whichever way we can. Okay, so this here, prayer for support. God, you are our hiding place and our refuge in the time of distress. We turn to you now, seeking comfort from the wounds of the world and power to face all our afflictions. Be present in our struggle and help us to rest in your eternal promises. Amen. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Look at my revenue again, still stuck in the 300. This is another thing. YouTube is shortchanging me. Let me see something before I stop. Is it this? No, not that. I need to go into the thing. It's 6:01 now. Let's go into that, edit it, monetize. I hope I did it correctly. Okay, so 10. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to see this, that there is commercials in there, because sometimes I realize YouTube don't put that much commercial. Okay, that's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.